not proud of this, but I snapped at a fat lady over the weekend.
You did, actually. Yeah. Share on that one.
So, in my infinite wisdom, decided to run a half marathon on Thanksgiving Day. So this past Thursday without training for it at all. So when I say I ran once in the 2 months I had leading up to this, it was, for like 2 miles. And outside like the cardio and the training that we do here, I was like, I'll be fine. I might be a little sore the next day.
Nope. Whew. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, it was about 6 or 7 miles in where like my foot started hurting. Everything was starting to like feel heavy. And I was like, fuck, I still have half this race to go. Yeah. And I was like, who does this for fun?
Yeah. There are people that do,
but it was good. I found some interesting things out about myself.
Yeah.
Where
self-exploration.
A little self-exploration. For example, I know like after about running for 8 miles, I start talking to myself like a crazy person.
Nice.
As I'm running. Yeah, I was getting some looks for that. And it apparently all it takes to get me to snap at a fat person is run for 10 miles.
There it is. So we found your line. Where your line
my line is get me running for 10 miles and I will snap at somebody trying to encourage me. So
don't you say nice things to me.
Right. So yeah, what happened was I was running and kind of getting tired. Everything's hurting. I'm in pain. I'm like, I still have 3 miles to go. I'm starting to pick up the pace a little bit. And I'm still like talking to myself and all this stuff. And something that's always driven me nuts is the people right on the edge of the race. See, like I get it, you're going out to support your family or something. That's one thing. But if it's very obvious, like you just parked a lawn chair out and you're just like sitting there like, hey, like you got this, I can't stand it. So I'm
They're
like
supporting you.
I know. I don't know why. I was in a very weird place because I was like, everything hurts. I just want this to be over with.
Right, it's kind of like when you're hangry, like anybody, even people being nice to you, like, man, fuck off, fuck with your compliments.
Right.
Yeah.
That's exactly what this mood was. I was just in a weird place. I'm in pain. I just want this race to be over with. I'm talking to myself. I'm like, it was weird. So this lady is sitting on the side, and she's been cheering people on this whole race. For whatever reason, she was like, you're almost there. You can do this. And I just turned to her, and I was like, I don't see you fucking running. As I'm running past her. And I even like slowed down a little bit to like make sure that she got it. And she just had this look of like,
someone's having a bad day.
Yeah, but I just said it so aggressively that I was like, I don't see you fucking running. And then she was like, and then I just kept talking to myself for the last 3 miles.
You're an asshole, man.
I felt after the race, I felt so bad.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. But that side came out of me where I was like,
She's gonna be like, how old was she probably?
I mean, probably 50s, 40s,
Yeah, she's
50s.
gonna be at her grandkids' Christmas morning. They're gonna be opening up gifts. And they'll be, thanks, Grandma. You got us this great. She's sipping her coffee, and a slow tear's gonna go down. She'll be like, but I wasn't running that day, was I, grandchild?
It's like, it could have been me.
The boy was right.
It's like, she say it Thanksgiving dinner later.
Wheel me outside, children. I need to look at the flowers. You fucking ruined her Christmas.
I ruined.
Congratulations,
I
Grinch.
definitely ruined her Thanksgiving because now she's sitting down at this table with this giant meal in front of her, and now she's like, "Oh, that guy thinks I'm a piece of shit."
Yeah.
He called me out. I'm not running. I'm sitting here eating this pie. I watch people run all morning.
They're like, "Hey, we're out of sodas. Can you go on a drink run real quick?" Run! Everybody is attacking me today.
Soda? How about we at least just get Gatorades?
Oh, that turkey really hit me. I got the runs. Oh, running again. She just
it's like every time with the running.
Enough with the running. Kids are running around the house. She's like, no running in my house. They're like, I was kind of the grandma.
So I'm tired of y'all rubbing it in.
Oh, yeah.
I'm okay with myself.
Poor woman.
Yeah. I like I said, I got into a weird place. I was like snarling and shit, like just trying to like, at first it started with like, okay, my friends that trained for this, I'm running this with, I was like, I'm gonna beat them. So I started just taking off. Then I had this thought of like, I'm only halfway through this. Should I be pacing myself a little bit more? And I was
Yeah.
like, nah. And I just kept going. And then that's when everything started to like
Yeah.
spiral
I used to
out.
do that. So a long time ago, I used to run long distances, and I would like run 7 to 10 miles a pop. Had books on tape, and I would just
Yeah.
kind of find the euphoria of it. And I used to do that thing where I was worried about keeping the wrong pace and being too slow. So I was like, well, after a while, it's hard to speed it up. So I started off hard and like saw if I can carry it through.
Right.
Sometimes you can't, sometimes you can. But to be honest with you, like you said, when you found your voice part, I was telling you that that's where I think I found my voice too. Is like you gotta have like it's that fuck you voice. Like nothing screams at you to quit more than your body just getting fucking murdered.
Yeah.
And it's really up to you to just stop. You can stop at any moment.
Right.
And it'll stop. It'll chill for you. You take a seat, right? And to still power through that, I think is where you start finding those dark places in yourself and like being comfortable in them. And that's, we talked about that forever for
Yeah.
fighting and stuff too. And I think that's where I discovered that. So we're talking 12, 15 years ago, I used to run like that. So that's around when I was first introduced to that voice and to that kind of
Yeah.
fuck you in me.
I-
And so now
Yeah.
it's...
I think it had like bits and pieces of it, and I think that's where I like really found like, oh, this is what that feels like. And then I think
In
that
an
that poor
unfiltered
lady
way, yeah.
was also like, oh.
He's finding himself. Like,
Yeah.
fuck you.
But yeah, it was weird too. Like towards the end of it, like I was still like feeling good, but I noticed like just my attitude, even though like everything from like the waist down was like shutting off basically. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, but upstairs, like I felt fine.